Hey. I'm often doing standing movements, and there's a reason for that, because the movement poses that I show, the movement sequences that I show. Oh, look at me, taking my t-shirt in, great look, big belly out. The movement really fires up the energy centers, but as I always say, you've got to look after your body in this game. So as much as you do all that movement stuff and fire up, I'm just waiting for my phone to fall over, and fire up all the energy centers and really lean on into your intuition and connect to the bigger picture, you are actually going to have to, do some solid stretching. And you can do this kind of stretching with core breath. And if you're not sure about my core breath, then, you really need to get in contact with me. Or equally, you can just do it with the relaxing breath. And again, if you need to check on in with me, you need to check on in with me. So, it's good to just do forward folds. So right now, I've got my legs out in front and I'm flexing my toes and I'm pressing through my heels. So I've got a really big stretch going up through the back of my legs. But equally, I'm sat up tall in my spine, and no, although it looks like I'm leaning against the chair, I most definitely am not. Because for me, that would mean that I would have to, my lower back would like sink a little bit and round a little bit. And that's not where I'm at really. I have the strength all around my core to really support my lower back muscles, so I can sit up tall and my shoulders aren't hunched, they're nice and relaxed, right? It's good. It's really nice to be able to sit like this. People look for all the crazy balances, the headstands, the back bends, the pictures that perhaps look aesthetically amazing. And yeah, but maybe if I put myself on a rock doing this, it would look equally as good. But I would always say it's the simple things that are the most profound, right? So even just that, just stretching out through the back of my legs, that's been lovely. Now I'm going to do some single leg forward folds. So you want to bring your left foot in and just place it on the inside of your thigh. Now my toes are still flexed, my heels pressed away, because that really activates the back of my leg. Okay, I'm set up tall in my spine. My shoulders are soft. I'm going to fold my way forwards. Now that movement comes from my hips, right? So depending on how flexible, how much room you have in that area, and the hips and the lower back is going to dictate that. And then you're coming forwards and your hands are heading down in the direction of your feet. This is when a dressing gown comes into play, because of course you look at me and you go, but you forget that I've been doing this for a very long time. And this is important, this movement. If you are leaning into having a very soulful life, you really feel like you are leaning into like a zone of greatness, then you've got to look after your body. So you're really going to have to start taking on board that you are going to have to stretch. It's important. Your body needs to be stretched. It needs to feel stretched, not to the point of pain. Not to the point of pain at all. And then your hands where you are, and just let your head hang down for a moment. Make sure your shoulders are soft. And then work your way up. Now the one thing I haven't spoken about here is the breath. And that's for good reason, right? Because I actually don't want to. In a nutshell. Okay, you're going to fold yourself forwards over your left leg. Now remember, don't be pulling too much in your lower back and your hip area, because that's not going to do you any favours. Make sure you're folding over the leg, not over one side, not over the, but actually over the leg. Okay, now both legs. Fold forwards. Now, if you're already into this kind of healing work, you'll know about breath work, so you'll be breathing automatically anyway. And you'll be knowing that, you know, you need to take the breath down into the back of your body, back of your heart space. Don't worry about it too much. I'm just getting you to stretch out to the back of your legs right now. Looking after your body. And then bring yourself up. Whee! Timte here. And then start the feet together. This one is a much softer forward fold because the legs aren't straight. You know, you haven't got that pull at the back of your legs. So hands on your knees, hands down to your feet, elbows outside, head hanging down in the direction of your feet. And then just gently bring your hands up to your knees, sit up tall in your spine. Feet to the floor. Okay. So there you go, right? Looking after your body. Yes, it's movement. Yes, it's really energizing yourself and drawing inwards and firing up your energy centers and maybe connecting to your wisdom and, you know, or maybe having a play on another part of perhaps your creativity or your, you know, your power, or maybe leaning more into love and compassion and maybe perhaps leaning into speaking clearly, you know, or maybe stretches. Because stretches are important to maintain body health. There's no two way about that. I've done a lot of walking this morning and just stretching out the legs like that, you know, having a forward folds with the legs straight and in that kind of diamond shape have done me the world of good. And people ask me, Pen, it's a common question I get, Penny, do you do yoga every day? And I'm like, yeah, I do yoga every day, but I don't do an hour's class every day like I've just taken you through. That's how I teach. I teach hourly classes. You know, I'm giving you the luxury of coming into this space with me and, you know, being a part of my, you know, of my energy and what I'm teaching. But this video will be shy of 10 minutes. And yes, I've spoken a bit, but we've also done some stretches. And this is my yoga for today. So, Penny, do you do yoga every day? Yeah, I do yoga every day. So, this bit here to make you laugh is everyone goes, it's like a time for goes, namaste. You know, that I'm like, fuck you. So, in the words of Penny, fuck you. Have a great day.